Hello guys, welcome back to Gospel News, where we give you updates on as it take the go. In case you have not followed us on our social media platforms, please do that very quickly. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook as well at Edonre TV. Now we'll go straight to the reason why we are here today. Now, as it is hot, they say that Tinubu plans to release Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, which is this update that we have on the screen. Exclusive, Tinubu's plan to release IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu stalled by Southeast Nigerian politics Imo governorship poll. I don't know whether or not this one's now go can determine whether this man go release Nnamdi Kanu or not. It's a very long, detailed information when I won't give on concerning this update, which means that the release for Nnamdi Kanu should be very near because it has been overstretched. This thing is supposed done to take when they release Nnamdi Kanu, but let's see how it goes. Now, Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, would have regained his freedom, but for Imo state politics and the forthcoming governorship election in the state, Sahara reporters can exclusively report. Kanu, the leader of the separatist group, was on June 19, 2021 abducted from Nairobi airport in Kenya and then detained and tortured for about 10 days in Kenya. Under the Oponko Nyanogoro, which is the former president of the country, Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Kanu was subsequently flown by private plane from Kenya to Nigeria later in June 2021. Since Kanu was brought to Nigeria to face trial for terrorism charges, he has been detained in solitary confinement at the headquarters of the Department of State Services, DSS, Nigeria's secret police in the capital city of Abuja. Mr. Kanu, a British citizen, has requested consular assistance from the British government, but their appeals failed. The British government and their ambassadors were doing Papa Nyanya, which did not help in any way to free Nnamdi Kanu. However, scholars in the presidency told Sahara reporters on Friday that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would have ordered the release of Kanu, but he was advised against doing so at this time by some politicians close to him. So, which means that the Southeast politicians are the ones responsible for his continued detention. Okay, Mona de Chekamu. Sahara reporters learned that Tinubu was advised to hold on till after Imo State governorship election scheduled for November 11th, 2023, as Kanu's release before then could have political implications in the Southeast region. The release of Nnamdi Kanu was stalled by some Southeast politicians of Imo, Hope Uzodimma. No wonder, hell, Hope Uzodimma, chai, Chineke, nwoke inyela nsogbu. So this goes a long way to show you that Hope Uzodimma in Imo State will do anything humanly possible to retain his position. I don't know, say Hope Uzodimma na like this, it is strong. Now, they said that the release of Nnamdi Kanu was stalled by Southeast politics of Imo. They claimed to Tinubu that his release might affect the election of Imo, so the president waited, one of the sources told Sahara reporters. On Sunday, another separatist leader, Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, who was in Cotonou, Republic of Benin capital, said that he was now legally free to return to Nigeria after 2 years. Igboho, who has since left the Republic of Benin to see his family in Germany, disclosed that he was now free to return to Nigeria and visit any country of the world. The Yoruba Nation agitator said he had fulfilled all the legal conditions attached to his bail a few years back, and he is coming home to Nigeria, his country of origin, any moment from now. Igboho was arrested on July 20th, 2021 at Cardinal Bernardin International Airport in Cotonou while trying to travel to Germany 3 weeks after he was declared wanted by Nigeria's secret police, the Department of State Services, DSS, non-Abuja. Nigerian government made effort to have Igboho expedited to Nigeria from Benin Republic, like it was done in Kanu's case, but it failed because of the intervention of Yoruba leaders like Obasanjo and the rest of them. He was later granted bail by a Benin Republic court and was allowed to remain in Cotonou. Igboho commended some prominent Yoruba indigenes, politicians, the media, academia, and monarchs for the support he enjoyed in Cotonou. Sahara reporters had reported that the Court of Appeal in October 2022 discharged Kanu of the counts filed against him. The appellate court subsequently barred any further arrest, detention, and trial of Kanu by the agent of the Nigerian government. But for where? Now so they still block ear, they hold them up till now. The Nigerian government later appealed the judgment at the Supreme Court and subsequently got another panel of the Court of Appeal to stay the judgment of the appellate court after they changed the judges that discharged and acquitted him. Despite the judgment in favor of Kanu, they have refused to release him and has kept him also in solitary confinement at the facility of the Department of State Services, DSS, in Abuja. On Tuesday, Kanu, through one of his lawyers, Aloy Ejimako, said the Court of Appeal should not consider adjourning the hearing on IPOB's appeal challenging its proscription as a terrorist organization by the Nigerian government. The Abuja division of the Court of Appeal in March fixed October 16th to hear the appeal filed by IPOB to challenge its proscription as a terrorist organization. The Nigerian government under former Okonko-Nyanogro Muhammadu Buhari proscribed IPOB over its alleged killings and other atrocities in its agitation for the actualization of the Biafra nation. No overnight, now they take proscribe IPOB. Before IPOB could wake up the next day, they don't proscribe them through this Malami, we don't know where it don't hide now with the money when it don't get. On January 18th, 2018, a federal high court sitting in Abuja held that the proscription of IPOB by former President Muhammadu Buhari's government was in order. Justice Abdul Abu Kafarati of the Federal High Court proscribed IPOB based on the ex parte motion filed by the then Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, when they come here as at that time, who is also a senior advocate of Nigeria on behalf of the Nigerian government, specifically declaring as illegal all IPOB's activities, particularly in the southeast and south-south regions of the country. But the group approached the Court of Appeal, insisting that the trial court erred in law. It pleaded with the court to set aside the order of the lower court and the motion ex parte. IPOB, in its 5 grounds of appeal, contended that Justice Abdul Kafarati erred in law and occasioned a miscarriage of justice when he ruled that the mandatory statutory condition requiring Buhari's approval under Section 2(1)(c) of the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act of 2013 was satisfied on the authority of a memo the AGF issued on September 15th, 2017. Now like that, this case take the go now. So what happened here was that they just proscribed IPOB without due process. Now, since that time till now, they have been waiting for Nigerian government in their own court to come and defend how they proscribed IPOB, to come and bring evidence. They ran because they explained and got tired. no evidence. It just be like wetin they say Akpabio they do for the Senate House, abi the House of Reps, abi House of na Senate House. We be say every bill when Tinubu pack give am, he go just sign am, boom, without consulting the other members. So the thing now come be like say these people will be say they collect salary every month in the name of we are senators, we are legislators, we are lawmakers, have become useless, and they have started complaining. Let us play you this video so that una go hear wetin this man talk to Akpabio about.
That he's talking about is the 2/3 of senators sitting present. There are few instances like the amendment of the Constitution, and some parts requires 2/3. That means the senators before voting will be informed that they will vote on a certain matter and they need to be present so that the 2/3 will be achieved. But any decision that comes up like this during the sitting of the Senate, the 2/3 means those that are here. Thank you.
Senator.
Yes, vote is required. It is 2/3 of the Senate of the senators seated. But have we taken consideration of how many senators are seated and how many people have agreed that we say we are 2/3? And apart from that, sir, this point is very necessary because since we started this Senate, you said it's a corrective Senate. We have been ambushed all the time. That bills are very sensitive bills are brought and are expected to be passed with the speed of light, which is not good for this country. Every senator here is supposed to be adequately informed. He does his research, he comes to the floor and makes a positive contribution. But in a situation where even money bills are brought and we are expected to pass it within 2 hours, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't go well for this country. Sir, you are on seat today. History is going to judge you that things like this are not good for this country. Thank you very much, sir.
This is what you pass is good for the country. History will judge me right. If what you are passing with the speed of light is in the interest of Nigerians, history will judge me right. I don't think we will come here to pass a bill that will not be in the interest of the Nigeria. So your point of order is noted. Yes.
Oh, I don't hear them. Now, so then they pass bill up and down. They don't go inform the right people. May they join them. Now, so this one go just pass bill overnight. Overnight. They no go allow other people. May they pull mouth. Now, so they take approved money now for that. Is it a Nnamdi state governor now? I don't know what you want to use money they do.
It is 2/3 of the Senate of the senators seated. But have we taken consideration of how many senators are seated and how many people have agreed that we say we are 2/3? And apart from that, sir, this point is very necessary because since we started this Senate, you said it's a corrective Senate. We have been ambushed all the time. That bills are very sensitive bills are brought and are expected to be passed with the speed of light, which is not good for this country. Every senator here is supposed to be adequately informed. He does his research, he comes to the floor and makes a positive contribution. But in a situation where even money bills are brought and we are expected to pass it within 2 hours, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't go well for this country. Sir, you are on seat today. History is going to judge you that things like this are not good for this country. Thank you very much, sir.
This is Senator.
All right. Mona, let us know what you know the reason follow this matter. And I'm wishing Nnamdi Kanu a quick freedom, very, very fast, because it is overdue. It is overdue, okay? So congrats to Nnamdi Kanu. No, in no time, he will be coming out. See you on the next one. And share this video, make it go viral.